Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is June the 11th, 2018. Deferral of gratification. Strong hand, long-term thinking. Thank you to the guy who sent me some Dash yesterday. He's a viewer trying to make a point about Dash being better than Bcash. All right, dude, you put your money where your mouth is. All my cryptocurrency links are listed below. My Twitter link at TechBalt, TECHBALT. Get your Trezor, your t-shirts below. DisruptMeister.com. See all these videos. Check out the archives, all linked to below. And most important, of course, the list of the places I'm going to be very soon. Tomorrow, in Boca Raton, Florida, Tuesday, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Check out that link. It's the meetup. I'm speaking at it, the Boca Raton meetup, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday. I will answer all your questions. It's going to be an energetic blast. South Florida is awesome. It rains. It's humid, but I've been running a lot. It's been healthy. It's been nice. And it's beautiful. The pool is nice. The people are great. Thank you, host. And I'm looking forward to meeting some people I've been talking to over the internet for a while, but never met in person tomorrow. Okay, so you'll see me tomorrow. Let's jump into the news. Coinbase. Oh, yeah, you know Coinbase. We are pleased to announce our intention to add support for Ethereum Classic on Coinbase in the coming months. So Ethereum Classic price pumped on that. Congrats to Money Triggs. He predicted something like this was going to happen back on this very show, or on the This Week in Bitcoin show. Again, tune in every Friday for the This Week in Bitcoin show. I bring you the best freaking guest in this entire space. People like Money Triggs, who you should know who he is. Follow him on Twitter. Pound that freaking like button if you like the darn best guest in this space. Coming to this show, baby. But anyway, Money Triggs has been, talking about Ethereum Classic for various reasons. Barry Silbert stuff, mining stuff, integrated into Coinbase stuff. So it happened. All right. So by the way, if you're an old school person, and what I mean old school is like from 2016, and you had a GDAX account, and at your GDAX account you had Ethereum, and so you were there, you had Ethereum at your GDAX before the Ethereum Classic fork, and you never got your Ethereum Classic, well, now you're going to get your Ethereum Classic. So some of you old school guys who were trading on GDAX with Ethereum, you're going to get an Ethereum Classic present very soon. Value your wealth in Bitcoin, guys. Wink, wink. All right. Remember, 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. There is a lot. Oh, on the social media, speaking of Twitter, again, I'm TechBalt there. On Steemit, I'm BitcoinMeister. There is all this Ripple insanity on social media lately. I mean, the whole thing is a big joke to me. And it just makes me wonder, again, how, when I had that poll, I think it was like 60% of the people said they liked Ripple more than Bcash. I mean, do you still think that after all this stuff that is floating around Twitter now? Again, Bcash is just Bitcoin. And you got it for free if you had Bitcoin. It's like the complement of Bitcoin. It's reinforcing the greatness of Bitcoin. They have to use the Bitcoin name. They have to try to pretend to be Bitcoin. And some people try to pretend to be Bitcoin. But Ripple is just like a centralized bank coin of some sort. So again, those dudes with their centralization, they're up to some social media loud mouthing, I guess you can say. But hey, to each his own. Do what you want to do. Have a strong hand, people, and just hold on that Bitcoin. Don't let the crypto noise distract you. I'm going to talk about crypto noise, how to hold on to your Bitcoin at the Boca Raton event, 6:30 to 8:30 Tuesday. That's tomorrow. Pound that like button. All right, so what else do we have here? So Ethereum Classic pumped today, of course, in altcoin news. And what else pumped? PotCoin pumped. Why did that happen? Well, linked to below, you can see Dennis Rodman wearing his PotCoin t-shirt in a Singapore news article, Singapore Straits Times article. And then the Twitter, Dennis Rodman's Twitter, he tweeted out too. Dennis Rodman's in Singapore because of the summit that's going on, and he's wearing his PotCoin stuff and, you know, spreading the word about crypto to the 80%ers out there who are like, ooh, well, we need separate cryptocurrencies for every little thing out there. For pot, for Dennis Rodman, for Trump. You need a Trump coin, a Rodman coin, who knows, a Meister coin. That's what the 80%ers are going to say. Yeah, come on, dudes. 20%ers, no. There's one rock. There's Bitcoin. But hey, Dennis, thanks for spreading the word about cryptocurrency. Maybe it'll get some more 20%ers involved who never would have heard about it anyway. Remember, I'm going to be in Puerto Rico soon, Calgary at the BitcoinRodeo.com, Boise, Idaho. Check out the links below. It's all below. All right. What is this? Oh, here we go. Carl Daniger on Market Ticker has an article about, well, how the health insurance system is going to fall apart. And the health insurance is going to become very expensive. And or going to the doctor is going to become incredibly expensive. A lot of stuff is about to go bad with, we've had it. The leeches on society have had it very good with this health insurance for quite some time, while the producers have had to pay for the healthy producers have been paying for these unhealthy leeches for during the second term of the Obama presidency. But it's going to come to an end pretty soon, most likely. So you got to prepare, people. First of all, be healthy. But second of all, use your Bitcoin. Stop. First of all, if you're a healthy young person, you're going to stop buying in health insurance because the price is going up so much next year. So instead of paying $500 a month, get yourself some Bitcoin. Use that as your backup, just in case some horrible thing happens to you. And or not. Again, we can't. That's the sad thing here. It's catastrophic insurance doesn't exist anymore. So use your Bitcoin as your catastrophic insurance. You can also, if you need to cash it out, God forbid. I mean, if you got real sick, you could use it for health tourism also. Be creative with your Bitcoin and use the money you're saving on not buying this ludicrously expensive health insurance. It's only going to keep going up. I mean, who knows how this is all going to end? I know I've set myself up in a good way. I mean, I'm a healthy guy, and I've got my Bitcoin just in case that something went incredibly wrong. And it reminds me of perpetual insurance. I don't know if you guys have heard of that in Baltimore. There's a BaltimoreEquitableInsurance.com. I link to it below. For your house, you can get something called perpetual insurance, where when you buy your house, you give them a large lump sum to begin with. You buy a $300,000 house, you give this company $30,000. That's it. You're insured. Your house is insured. That's it. And then when you sell your house, they give you the $30,000 back. Okay. That kind of reminds me of how I'm trying to say you should use your Bitcoin. Just a different approach to insurance. Anyway, check out the links below to Carl Daniger's article, to the BaltimoreEquitableInsurance.com. Bitcoin is perpetual insurance for your health. Who knows? Bitcoin is going to be used as catastrophic insurance. And just get in shape, people. If you think the government, if you're getting some free type of insurance now, or you're getting any government benefits now, don't count on it. You're not planning well. You're not a long-term thinker, and don't live off the government. Plan ahead. Don't be impulsive. All right. So here is a lady who planned ahead. But there's a catch to it. There's this teacher in New Jersey. She died. She left $1 million to her school, and she left some more money to other charitable organizations. Now, here's a quote from the article. It took a while to distribute the money because it was a sizable estate, and it takes time to get the federal government and state government to approve and finalize estate tax returns. This woman died in 2011, by the way, and now 7 years late. So again, since she had to do her passing on her wealth through the government. Look what happens when you deal with the guy, and they take a huge cut also. That wasn't, I mean, what, they take 40% of this little old woman was saving money all her life for her old students, for the schools. And, you know, I mean, that's her business, what she left it to. She taught, it was special, I don't know, special education. I forgot what it was. That's not the point. The point is this, guys. If you control your private key, you don't have to worry about stuff like this. You know, you tell the people you want to give your money to, you tell them how to get the private key, how to access the Trezor, the Ledger Nano, which you can get below at cryptohwwallet.com. Use my affiliate link. And it cuts out the government. It's not going to take 7 years for your loved ones to get 60% of what they were supposed to get. It's going to take them 1 second to get all of what you wanted them to get, okay? So we're talking estate planning. Bitcoin revolutionizes estate planning, okay? What happened to this woman is archaic and ancient, and it's disgraceful too. And hopefully Bitcoin can already change this for people. This is something Bitcoin can already do. Avoid what happened to this woman. You know, she didn't want to wait 7 years for people to get her money and for the government to take 40% of her money. All right, so speaking of the past, I found an email that I sent to a friend on December the 3rd, 2013. Subject, Bitcoin. Have you heard of this Bitcoin thing? Lots of people are tossing money into it. And my friend said, yeah, I've heard a little about it. I don't think it's stable enough for me to invest in, especially not at $1,000 a pop. It had recently just gone up to $1,000. I'm not exactly sure about how it works, though. I guess one day it could be successful. Why are you thinking about getting into it? In on it, he said. And then I said, I got in on it at $650 or so. I am a big believer in it. I thought you would have interest because at worst, it is just a gamble. And you have gambled money before. I bought mine from Coinbase, which is a very reliable site. You can buy less than 1. You may be able to even buy less than 0.1. So there's a lot in that old message. First of all, you can see I've been in this game for a long time. And this was written, you know, during the Mt. Gox pump. And the excuses my friend gave then are the excuses that everybody gives now. It's the same. I don't think it's stable enough for me to invest in. And then especially at $1,000 a pop. Well, now people say, especially at $7,000 a pop. I'm not exactly sure about how it works. And then people say that now too. I guess one day it could be successful. Yeah. I guess one day it could be successful, my friend. And so I went all in, obviously, and it's, you know, changed my life completely. And it's just been an incredible experience. My friend never bought any Bitcoin, but he is happy about my success. And yeah, he knows. Anyway, he's a close friend of mine, and he knows a little bit more about the story and how much I might and might not have or whatever. Yeah, that's a little history lesson for you people there. The excuses, the song remains the same, as Led Zeppelin would say, for the no coiners, okay? The song remains the same. And again, I was in motion back then. If I had just talked about the stuff, then I wouldn't be in the position that I am now. And now I'm the BitcoinMeister. Then I was just a guy telling my buddy about the 2 Bitcoin I owned or whatever at the time. All right, so here's a guy who's speaking about, you know, teaching new people. Because back then I was a new person trying to teach another person to be a new person, but he didn't want to be a new person. Brian, UK BitcoinMeister, is on Steam It with his latest. He mentions me. I haven't got to watch the whole thing yet, but that dude is in motion. Again, when you're in motion and you send something to me that I think is worthy of mention, you know, it's not like it's family friendly, I'll mention it. I appreciate when other people are in motion. And, you know, tomorrow at the event here in Boca Raton, it's going to be great, you know, meeting real people, seeing the people who are in motion. Maybe you'll have a story to tell me and I'll share it here when I get back home after the event. So you expect a late show tomorrow too. It might be real late, because I'm going to do it after the event. Anyway, finally, someone sent me a link to Satoshis.place. Again, it's linked to below. Everything, Brian UK BitcoinMeister is linked to below. Satoshis.place is linked to below. Satoshi's Place is a Lightning Network powered online collaborative art board inspired by Reddit Place and the $1 Million homepage. These are the features of the game. There are 1 million pixels on the canvas. Each pixel costs 1 Satoshi to paint. Pixels can be painted over indefinitely. Satoshi's Place is a great way to experience the power of microtransactions through the Bitcoin Lightning Network. Watch for new features in the coming weeks, as well as documentation for the API. Get your bots ready. All right, that's cool. Lightning Network, real use case right there, or a fun use case. Hey, going back to Ethereum Classic on Coinbase, again, that puts it into that top tier altcoin level there. I talk about that their thing is, one day there's definitely going to be a very clearly defined top tier level of altcoins, and a lot of it's going to depend on, storage devices like Trezor, which ones they make easy to store, and, mainstream sellers of cryptocurrency like Coinbase, who they choose. I mean, these are king makers right now, and they're king making Ethereum Classic in terms of a top tier altcoin. So I've always thought Ethereum Classic was a top tier one, Monero, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Bcash is one. I mean, Ethereum is one. I'm probably leaving something out, Dash. Anyway, I've talked about this before. I'm Adam Meister, and again, I only buy Bitcoin, people. Only buy Bitcoin with fiat. That's what I do. It is the rock. It's the king. Sure, they're going to be a top tier level of altcoins. It's just something to mention. Pound that like button. I'm Adam Meister, BitcoinMeister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes below. I'm going to go say hi to you dudes in the chat. Bye-bye.